Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, March 12, 2026. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. So what do we have here for today? I think I will get the most important data releases first and maybe medium important as usual. So see what is going on here. BSI large manufacturing conditions in Japan down from 4.7 to 3.8. RICS house price balance in UK down from -10 to -12. At 10 o'clock we got scheduled for release IAA monthly report from the US, and then Bank of England Governor Bailey will give a speech at 10:30. Data from Turkey data release from Turkey starts at noon. 1 week repo rate, overnight borrowing rate and overnight lending rate all are scheduled for release at noon. And then we got the data from the US. A bunch of data related to the building permits, housing starts and trade balance are scheduled for release at 1:30. At the same time we got a bunch of data from Canada, building permits, trade balance, wholesale sales from Canada. Initial jobless claims scheduled for release at the same time, 1:30, together with the exports and goods trade balance and imports, of course. Okay, 4 o'clock, FOMC member Bowman will give a speech. At 6 o'clock, Atlanta Fed GDP now will give a speech. Fed's balance sheet is scheduled for release at 9:30. And then at the end of the day, we start a bunch of data from the New Zealand. We start with the New Zealand PMI. This data is scheduled for release at 10:30. So quite busy day, especially the US part of the day. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts and we start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar was rejected from the technical resistance just as expected, and we covered this last time we analyzed the US dollar pair. 1.1672 has been the extreme high and the technical resistance. The market was as you can see capped at this level, right? And then the market reversed, confirmation, and we went as low as the old technical support at 1.1545. If you wonder what this level is, let me just show you that this level is the technical support. It used to be quite strong one. Maybe we should place this strong technical support somewhere else. For now, I think we should place it at the extreme low, August 1st, 2025, 1.1389. That's the extreme support. That's the last resort, line of last resort for the bulls. As you can see on daily time frame chart, we are very close to the extremely oversold conditions. Very nice movement to the downside has been established here. So the bears made the situation quite clear for this movement to the downside, right? They want to push it lower. Let's switch back to the 4-hour time frame chart. On the 4-hour time frame chart, this situation looks quite different because that momentum didn't even hit the level of 30. We are down to the 38 level, and now the situation here is moving higher. Now the situation here is moving higher. The market is might be moving higher. The market might be doing some sort of the pullback here. Nevertheless, please keep an eye on the technical support 1.1508. Any breakout is bearish. British pound and quoted to the USD, which is of course the cable market, has been rejected from 1.3482, and there is a 100 periods moving average just above this level. So rejection, movement to the downside, and as far as you can see, the low is made at 1.3282, and this is the next target for the bears. Momentum is already negative, only 45 points, might extend to the downside, might be quite difficult to see what is going on right now, but don't worry about it. We got our levels, we got our situation here. We are in the middle of the range, so that's why it's quite difficult to see what would be the next move. Nevertheless, you can see the bearish pressure here, so the bears are still winning this situation. The complete opposite situations on the US dollar to the Japanese yen. Bulls are winning the game of pushing the US dollar higher. We are about to hit the swing high. As you remember, this swing high is from the January 14, 2026, the highest level here, 159.46. This trend line is no longer really necessary. So this is the next target for the bulls. If we break above this level, if we test this level and then break, we will have the new swing high. And as you can see, if we switch on the daily, it will be new swing high on the daily time frame chart as well. Let's switch to the weekly. Yes, it might be the next swing high higher after the January high. So that will be the new swing high on weekly, and then the next target will be the swing high from the July 24, 161.96. So that's quite interesting. Please notice the momentum bouncing from the level of 50 almost to the point, and now it's quite strong on weekly. On daily, the momentum is strong as well. There's still room to the upside, and the same situation is on the 4-hour time frame chart. This chart is telling you that US dollar is getting stronger against the Japanese yen. Step by step, little by little, bulls are doing their job. So please consider this situation according to the technical analysis. Gold market keeps trading inside of the tight range. 5,168 is still the situation we are dealing with. There is no breakout to the upside, no breakout to the downside. We are still locked inside of the range, 5,418, 5,000 and 4,995. That's the technical support. So as long as we are inside of this range, you can even see the smaller range here inside of this bigger range, wider range. Nevertheless, volatility is quite subdued. Volatility is quite decreased, and now the situation might expand in either direction. So in the background, there is still an uptrend, but there is no decision what to do next on the gold. S&P 500 rejected from 100 periods moving average, 6,832 as expected, and we are down, gapping down back towards the major technical support. As you can see, there is still this demand zone between 6,709, 6,730. As long as we see this demand here, the outlook might be better, might be bullish. Nevertheless, this situation here looks quite good for the bears. If they push harder, especially with this kind of momentum, we might see another attempt to test or break, or test and break 6,579 low from the March 9, 2026. Crude oil again is rallying again, as you can see, after the dip of 42%. We got the situation here. We tested the technical support, then we have a bounce, and step by step we went as high as 95, 94. Nevertheless, there is a kind of a pin bar here, kind of a shooting star, or even a doji, almost a doji. So there is definitely something for the bears. The bears went here, went full on here. Let me just do the Fibonacci retracement to see what is going on here. And as you can see, we retraced 38%. There is the high. Let me just place this line here, so it will be much more visible. There's the high, so that's the technical resistance, 119.42. The 38% of the Fibonacci retracement has been violated. The 50 was almost hit. As you can see, the 50% retracement is at let's say 98, roughly 98. This is a very, very big volatility, so the numbers are not quite precise on the 4-hour time frame chart. Nevertheless, you can see that it never been hit. Now we got the confirmation that this pin bar works so far, so we can see downside movement here. Bitcoin is looking quite good. We went back towards the supply zone, above the 70,000. Now 71,777 was the highest level for the Bitcoin. Now we got some consolidation with the momentum stepping down towards the level of 50 for the neutral level. Nevertheless, with this, it looks like this market wants to move higher, wants to move quite high, like 74,000, 75,000 dollars, and now the market wants to test the higher levels. As long as we trade above the yesterday's low, this is intraday low, 68,977. The outlook should remain bullish. Maybe during this, because of this positive momentum. Okay, so it's quite good. It's still looking quite okay. It's not like a big breakout or something. Nevertheless, if we apply the trend line, you can see that the trend line still separates the fully bullish market from the bearish market, right? So any breakout above the trend line would be confirmation that the bulls are still in charge of the market. They are back on the market and they want to move higher. So that's the situation on the Bitcoin. That's the last asset to analyze. I don't think there's anything else. We got our regular list of the assets to analyze. So thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.